I'm showing an edging type of edging stitch, and this is a corded edging stitch, so this would be the leather object that you're putting an edge on. And then it's got a cord that's made also of leather, and I've taken the stretch out of it by getting it wet and letting it dry here. And then the quills actually go around the cord and then get sewn into the piece itself, forming an edge, and there I've already started it. That would be the front side, and that would be the back side of the work. And so the stitches run along here, and again I'm using your back stitch, so you'll probably figure out a different way to do it. So
No, that back stitch works.
okay. So I'm going to start like this. Okay, there's my first one, and this gets tucked behind. And in this technique, this is like a folded technique, so I'm going to fold it behind. Now see that little nub in there? That's going to stay there, and that becomes part of the design. So what you get is this little, it's too fine here to see it, but you get a little piece, and if it's, you see this in a lot of Eastern woodland stuff, except this little dot will be bigger. It's just, I haven't done it in so long.
Oh, fine, huh?
So you fold it over, and then, this is actually so simple you'll laugh.
Back stitching?
Back stitching again. Now, when I fold it down this time, I make sure it lays exactly where I want it. I pull it tight. There it is. You fold it behind, between the cord and the leather. See? And you just keep going like that.
Oh, between.
Between. Okay. Now. Hold it
You
where
could
I
do it
want
with
it.
any size quill?
You can, but the coarser the quill, the more coarse your work will look. And some of the stuff out in the exhibit is tiny, tiny stuff. So now I'll show you how to splice in a new one. So when you get this black point, and the only problem with this one is as you work, the pointy ends will be laying behind here. You don't want to trim them off right away because they'll unravel until they're dry, but it is really easy to stab yourself in this particular technique. See how it's coming out now with see the little triangle?
Yeah.
It actually looks pretty fancy when you get it right.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You see it? Here I didn't do good because I haven't done this in a long time. So I'm going to put in a different, we're working with yellow and white here, so I'll try to put a white one in. So, same thing as before. Now I pick that stitch back up by pulling the quill, okay? Put the new one in underneath it, and I can't see what I'm doing.
Okay.
I think I need my tool. Okay, where is it? All right. Okay, so the new quill and the old quill are in the same stitch, and I'm going to pull it back tight again. Okay? And the new quill is underneath or in front of, depending on how you hold it. Can you see that? All right, now take both of them behind. This can be a little tricky. Take both of them behind as if you were working with one. And you just snug it down a little bit. Okay, so there's... Now you can't really tell, but that's a new stitch there that you're seeing, and the old one's behind it. Now just bring the new one forward, leave the old one in the back. Just leave it. To stab you and make you say bad words. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so the thread goes here. And of course you'll learn how far to put your stitches apart to get exactly the look you want. Tighten it. There it is. In a new color. See? Okay. And there it is again. Fold it in the back. Give it a little tug. Set that stitch. And there it is.
Make another little stitch.
Yep. And so now, because I can't go any farther, I'll have to cut it. So don't cut these off until this is dry. But at a certain point you'll want to, because you might be able to reach over it. And so what you do when you cut it is, and it's really easy for the stuff to unravel if you cut it too soon. Just come in with a pair of scissors and cut real close to the work. And see that? And the end is actually down there between the edge of the leather and the wrapping. See? And it kind of hides it. So that's how
But when it's dry, it doesn't tend to.
it won't unravel. If you cut it too soon, and the quill is still soft, it tends to pop out. So see the ends in there? And they're almost invisible, so when you flatten it or push it down, they disappear. That's the edge.